Now to President Trump versus special counsel Jack Smith. The former president has fired back at Mr. Smith in a legal filing accusing him of playing politics with criminal indictments and seeking to suppress his right to free speech. For his part, Mr. Smith tells a judge that Mr. Trump must be prevented from intimidating witnesses or disclosing classified information. We're joined now by Representative Mark Alford, Republican of Missouri. Congressman, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Lindsay.
Okay, so the judge here ordered Trump's lawyers to reply to this motion for a protective order to be filed by 5 p.m. yesterday. Many people are starting to notice that this is normally a 7-day rule. So how important is it for the DOJ to follow the rules that are already in place in order to paint a picture of fairness and not bias here?
Well, I think it's very important. This DOJ has been weaponized, I think, against the American people. It's time they start playing by the rules. They have gotten this case up in D.C. where it's going to be more favorable for the special counsel, unlike the case that has been filed by the grand jury. The indictments handed up down in Miami on a different set of charges. We've got to get back to restoring trust in the system, in our government, in our Justice Department, in our federal law enforcement. Without that trust, I think America is doomed, and we've got to get this right in this case. The truth must come out, and to do that, we're going to have to be on a fair playing field, and I hope that this federal judge is intent on being fair to the President of the United States.
So President Trump, as I mentioned, is arguing that these indictments are politics and that he has a First Amendment right to make public statements. The independent counsel, Jack Smith, says that he could be intimidating these witnesses. This is based off of a Truth Social that President Trump put out over the weekend, saying you're intimidating witnesses and concerned about him sharing classified information. But Congressman, where is the line here between free speech and intimidation?
Well, look, our country is based on free speech, and every defendant is entitled not just to a fair trial, but I believe, especially in a case where this defendant is running for office again for the President of the United States, he has every right to defend himself in the public forum. Now, we can't go around threatening prosecutors, and I don't believe that's what the President of the United States was doing. He says, and I believe him, that it was a warning to other people who are coming after him that he is going to as he has had a history of doing, is punch back, is to fight back. This president is a fighter. He is continuing to fight. He will continue to fight until justice is done.
Before we let go, let me ask you this. There are Democrats asking Chief Justice John Roberts to televise this trial if it goes to trial for the January 6th indictment. Is that something that you would get on board with and Republicans would get on board with to show transparency to the American people?
Look, I was in the TV news business. I know how this works. I was in it for 35 years. There's a lot of showboating when it comes to television. It can be a very useful tool because it does reveal the truth only if the camera is on it consistently. The problem is that these are going to be chopped up and narratives are going to be brought forth from the liberal legacy media that wants to shape our nation into something our founding fathers never intended it to be. I would be good with audio, much like we have from the Supreme Court, where you listen in its entirety, and then people can make up their own judgments. But the truth must come out, and I truly believe that when these charges go to court and the former President of the United States is put on trial, the truth will come out and he will be vindicated.
All right, Congressman Alford, great to see you this evening. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.